From the looks of the time, we better get started. The sun will go down here in a while, maybe in the dark. Start off with pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sam, you want to keep your open word of prayer, please?
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you today, Lord, for this opportunity to assemble together here to do the work that we can. Thank you, Lord, for each one that's here tonight. We ask you to bless each one that sits around this table, Lord. The responsibility that they share, Lord, we ask that you would just be with each one of them, Lord. That you would be with the ones, Lord, that's lost their loved ones through this week and a half or 2 weeks. It seems like there's been so many just in the last little bit, and we ask, God, that you would comfort them. Father, be with us now in this meeting. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I'd like to welcome you all to another session of our fiscal court. This is the body that's supposed to run the county the best that we can, the best of our ability. And sometimes, you know, we get criticized, more criticism than there are compliments, but anyway, we're still trying. So, Mr. Clerk, if you want to start with calling the order, we'll go right ahead.
Okay. Denzel Potter.
Here.
John Brown.
Here.
Stanley Rigsby.
Here.
Brandon Evans.
Here.
Anthony Lockett.
Here.
Stanley Franklin.
Here. So it sounds like we've got enough to have a meeting. Have we had time to look at the minutes from the last meeting?
Make a motion to approve.
All right.
Second.
Anthony's made it and John seconded it. All in favor? Aye. Okay, let's see. Miss Irene, I guess we're to hear from you.
Each one of the managers, if you got one, you got a copy of my monthly report.
Okay,
And Connie and I this week have asked for an extension of time so we can get the single project done. And they agreed.
okay, they agreed to give us,
One of them is 10 months, the other one's 9.
okay,
And then the horse park, we need to have that done, so I can find some stuff. That has to be done by January.
okay. Is there anything that you want to say to the court this time? Okay. Thank you for your good work, Irene. Our floodplain coordinator is not in our midst tonight, I don't believe. We've been trying to get the spill, the dump up here straightened out, so we'll be in compliance with them. They put some of the materials from the road job out there at the extension service, and they have told us they'll be here to inspect the site shortly, so hopefully we'll be in good shape with whatever they want done. Let's see, we've had several projects go on through the road department. Fill some places and smooth out some places, and got plenty more to go. So, and we appreciate what the road department does. They've got a few employees, but they got cover a whole lot of territory. Let's see, is Robin with us tonight from the Wellness Center? Okay. Anybody know anything about the wellness center to report? I reckon everything's going as well as can be expected down there, as far as I know.
We get everything lined out on the soccer deal, or is it still in the making, or?
It's still in the making, yeah. They had asked for a 20-year lease instead of a 10-year lease. They're supposed to get so much money from Women of the World, but in turn, they wanted a 20-year lease on that back park back there, so we've got, that's to be fixed up.
I sent them the earlier contract out, but they wanted longer.
They wanted 20 years instead of 10. And I think in return, they had opted out to give the soccer people $35,000 to help renovate the soccer fields back there.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Lindsay, you want to talk to us?
Alright. First, we can go over, I've got an up-to-date statement. It's on the blank bottom. You can look over it. Our jail, our unencumbered balance is a negative. We'll need to transfer some money into that. Corey just got all the bills in today, so I'll send out the email with the details on that. But that is an up-to-date statement for you all to look over. Our reconciled statement is our cash balance in our general is $229,541.82. The road has $4,426.33. The jail has $10,076.96, and LGEA has $35,879.30, and Special Projects has $266,818.78. I have attached an appropriation condition report and revenue condition report for you all to go over. And I need a motion to accept that part of it, and then we'll keep going through.
Don't move. Go ahead.
The negative in the jail, and you want to move
That
that
has-
before we vote on it, or?
With that, with our up-to-date, I have put money in there. We just got some money in. So all we need to move in there is the 5, is the up-to-date. And I can backdate it to where it'll show, it'll take the negative away there. I can take care of that.
When you see it.
Don't move.
John made it, and Daniel seconded, all in favor? Aye. Both likewise.
Okay, we need to do the second reading of budget amendment number 2, and for the $136,743.50. Need a motion on that.
Motion. Second.
Second.
Stanley second. Anthony made it, Stanley second. All in favor?
Aye.
I need a first reading on budget amendment number 3, and everybody will have a copy of it. It is for $295,378.22. It is for the sale of the garbage truck where we sold it, and then the money coming in from the revolving loan where we borrowed money to buy a new truck. So I need a motion to accept that.
Brandon made it.
Second.
Stanley second. All in favor?
Aye.
I have 2 different sheets of budget transfers. That's just straightening out my appropriation condition report. Some of it is for our new loans where we've got the new garbage truck and stuff, just creating the new line items, moving money from the old one to the new one to cover the payments. One is for $17,393.12. The other is for $18,037.05. And I need a motion to accept those.
Don't move.
John made it, Brandon second. All in favor?
All right, we have a special insurance account that has 74 cents in it. I'm wanting to move that money. I need approval to move that money and close that account out. We don't use it for anything anymore. I've got multiple ones that I'm needing to move money, so I need a motion to accept to move that money into our general fund, that's 74 cents. and close that account. Getting
Did you
rich.
say 74
I
cents?
said 74 cents. We have 74 cents that we have to have permission to move out
I'll make that motion.
and then close the account, just to get rid of the account.
Anthony's made it, here second.
Second.
Brandon second. All in favor?
In our ag account, where we do, every year we have the ag program, there was a prior year, Norma explained it to me in 2013, I think she said it came from, the admin fee was never transferred out of that into the general fund. And I need permission to move that. It's $6,040.96, and it will go into the general fund. And I need permission to move that out.
Is that funds that we're allotted for handling the account?
Yeah, we
Okay.
get, so much every year.
So moved. Second.
Denzel made it, John second. All in favor?
And the last thing that I need, I think I've got everything, is with the same thing, when we took this money, we just got our money to renew this ag program. So now we got the money in, I need to move it from our special projects into this bank account in the amount of, it's 190, let's see here, I think so, 194. I've got it around here somewhere. Here it is. It's $192,293. And the admin on that is $9,614, but the way I think that we've done that before is we have certain things that we pay out of that before we move it. So we wait until we've paid everything out of that we have to for the processing, and then the remainder of that we will move into the general fund. So I just need permission to move the $192,293 into the general fund. Or I mean into the account for the ag program. Yeah, right. Yep.
Do I hear a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Stanley made it. Anthony second. All in favor?
And I think I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. If you're not familiar with these ag grants, they're a help to the farmer about getting special projects done that they want to have done. It's a lot of activity and it's a lot of work to maintain them, but it does help the farmers a lot. It's a good thing.
I have one more account that I'd like to close. Sorry,
Okay.
I just seen it. We opened a community development block grant. I think we had applied for it and we ended up not getting it. We had opened an account for it. We've never put money in the account. I still get statements. I have to keep track of these statements, and it would just be a little less work to close it out and not worry with it.
Motion made, Brandon, here second.
Second.
John second. All in favor?
What was that account?
That account was the CDBG, Community Development Block Grant.
Randy needs a motion made on the tax rates.
Okay. Do I hear a motion that we accept Randy's tax rates?
That's from the last meeting, correct?
Yeah, you know.
I think that's
All right, Brandon made it. Here second. Here second.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor? Did we finish with all your accounts that you want to close?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Moving on then into the new business. Connie, you got a copy of that letter or know what we've got about, or you guys? Kathy?
No, it's just the email that I
Okay.
have. It's requesting for you to do a letter stating that we're not going to take the FEMA money.
They're wanting a letter stating that, from the court, stating that we are not going to pursue reimbursement for this FEMA project because we have to sell the Rifle Coal building in order to get it out. And we're not selling it, so they just want a letter saying we're not pursuing that part of the FEMA.
Cease to pursue the grant any further, okay.
And there needs to be a motion to
Any
approve.
questions about that?
Do that.
Y'all know what we're talking about?
I'll make the motion.
Denzel's made the motion, I hear second.
Second.
Brandon second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, let's see, the letter about the, the letter about the litter abatement. We got that in the tax.
It's just the renewal of it that we're gonna have to
Okay.
do. It's, I guess it's done every year. Yeah. And it's just upcoming on November the 1st that I have to reapply for it. That's all it is.
Agreement that we have for the litter abatement and the waste management comes up every year, so we need to okay that again, accept it again.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
And made it, John second, all in favor? Okay, this number 3 item, there's some trees down that Woodside Lane down through there that they're not harming anybody as of right now, and they're pretty good sized trees, but I don't think that they, we need to go in there and, we'd have to cut them all down that roadway if we bothered any of them all. I don't know if you know, familiar with what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And there's a fellow that's concerned about 2 of them, but they haven't fallen, and they're not, don't look like they're gonna fall. Of course, one can fall any time for that matter, but when I went and looked at them, I think we're better off to leave them alone and not bother them. Because we'd have to cut them all up down to there if we did. It's there where Donnie Robbins lives down that lane. There's just a lane down through there, with trees on both sides of it. So I don't know if you all want to, somebody go look at it and make a report back to the next meeting, well, that'd be fine, but don't think we need to get into that right now. Don't want to look at it and make a decision about it, but we'll table it for the next meeting, if you want. But I don't think there's an immediate danger in the trees down there as of right now. So, do I hear a motion that we bring this back and table this tree deal for now?
I'll make that motion.
All right. Angela made it, Anthony seconded. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Opposed, like sign. I don't know those old roads like that, how much right of way there was down through there. Been there for years. I don't know, it would be 10 feet, 12 feet. Of course, most of them now are 15 feet from the center line. I reckon that's kind of rule of thumb, man. But I don't know,
A lot of them was just the width of the road.
Yeah. Wasn't much more than cow path, was it? Really? All right, the 4th item in the new business is, Jack, you and Georgiana want to say anything about it?
I'm gonna do a lot tonight. We want to start community theater, and the first thing we need is a venue. And we thought that this being a historic building would lend itself to us being able to apply for grants. Unfortunately, the stage downstairs, the previous judge executive, thought it would be a great place for storage and had a garage door installed on the front of the stage. So our first step would be having that garage door removed, because even if we use portable lights, we have to be able to put them up high, and that garage door currently restricts that. Nathan Lewis is a Morgan Countyan who has been the driving force behind Menifee County's very effective community theater. He's one of Dad's former students. I graduated with him. We've already met with him. He's going to be on board with us and let us use their lights and their sound until we get on our feet and figure out how we're going to bring in money. We have 3 local playwrights, Dad being one. He wrote several plays with my granddaddy, and they're all apolitical, I promise. Everyone's welcome, even Republicans. Miranda. So it's really, community theater, once you get it up and going, it creates a social network without a phone or a computer. It can eventually lead to tourism dollars, and it of a sense of actual community, and Morgan County really needs that. There's really nothing to go do. You have your church family, and that's great, but like me, I attend a church of very elderly people, and all we do is meet Sunday morning, and that's it. So it would be nice to be able to incorporate people from across the county, and even outside the county, and start doing some productions. But first of all, we need you guys to get that garage door off and tell us we can use the space.
I'll make a motion, we take it down.
Right. Motion been made by Denzel, second Stanley. All in favor?
Do we include in that, do you allow y'all to use the stage or?
That is what I was asking, would be the space.
So,
Now, one more
motion to do both or?
One more step about that, we're giving you the permission to use it, but now, if I assume there'll have to be some kind of a curtain put up there, or not?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah. Are you looking to the court to supply you with that curtain, or?
Not yet.
Okay.
I just want to get our first production and see if there's actual interest and see how we can use the space. But even if we aren't able to really get the community theater off the ground, to have that beautiful stage and not be able to use it because of that door is just really a shame, I think, especially since the rest of that area is restored so well. So I think that having that door off would really start encouraging the community to use the space, period.
You think we might have people that would be capable of taking that thing down? Here's our county men to remove that door.
Get her down.
Get her done.
Get her done. We want the building to let you stand it wouldn't be.
Well, that was kind of a funny place to put a garage door. I mean, you would think that that'd been a stage, you'd had a movable curtain up there instead of a garage door, but I didn't really pay attention to it till they called my attention to it the other day that it is a garage door, a regular garage door. But I mean, in my time going to school here, it was a curtain, you know.
Yeah, old blue curtain.
Yeah.
Could you use the garage door as a curtain, like with the
We
flicker?
can't hang lights.
I'm just kidding.
I thought of everything.
Curtains up.
Might be able to sell the garage door.
Might be, yeah, unless we can use it somewhere, or we can use it someplace else or not. But we'll look into it and try to get it out of your way.
Thank you very much.
We might even make Lynn B a star on one of them shows you're gonna have.
I mean,
Miles, our first play, lost two guys pretending to be loggers.
no, there you go. We try every day.
Is that a compliment?
I don't know, really haven't seen it. I'm kind of like,
So the motion was to take down the garage door and allow them to do the community theater?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a second.
Yeah,
I need
all right.
all in favor.
All right, all in favor?
What a night to show up, huh, Gary?
You know, I didn't know till last week that we had a piece of excess property up Council City, and that church is right across from the school there, you know. And the lady called me that she'd like to purchase it. And I guess, you know, we don't need it, and that we'd have to have an auction and get rid of it if that's the feeling of the court, to auction it off. It's not done anybody any good right now, I wouldn't think. It's deteriorating away.
And they're gonna restore it, right?
That was the intent, yeah, it's gonna restore it. So I guess I need a motion to grant us to sell that piece of property at auction, and hopefully the people that's interested in it can buy it. So does anybody want to entertain a motion to have a sale and sell that piece of excess property? Where that school is, where that church is?
Are we going to set a floor, or are you going to be absolute, or how are we going to do that?
It's have to be absolute, yeah. No, I just get rid of it. We're not using for anything, and I don't think that, you know, don't go back to the people that had it before, but no, we'll just auction it off and have a sale on it. Does anybody want to discuss anything about it? Say anything against? Well, do I hear a motion that we get rid of that piece of property? Anybody want to make that motion? Or you want more time for discussion on it?
I don't really think about anything.
I don't either.
Well, it's on the calendar, the commercial bank's calendar. It's a union, I think it's Kansas City Union Church. It's pictured on there. It's about, I don't know whether there's a tenth of property there or not. I don't even know what the
My
dimensions
understanding is there's like 3 feet on each side of the,
beyond the building.
Why does the county have a piece of property?
They got it in trade from school board some way. You know anything about it, Gary? Is that before your time?
the after the.
Okay. We can't hold you
They
responsible.
do like they did a title search. They did a title search, Morgan County Board of Education, didn't they, with that piece of property? I can't hear what you said. I was asking Ms. Barnett, didn't they do a title search for that piece of property at one time?
Is this piece of property that's
The community church up there that you...
Straight across from the old school.
included in this?
Yes.
I believe that there was a title search. We did quite a lot of work on that. Because it was, I don't know that we ever actually put it in our names. Because it originally was donated to the church. And it was to revert in a clause to the deed, through the deed, to the Kansas City School District.
Yes, that was...
And since we were not aware of it, when it ceased to be used as a church and was brought to our attention, by that time, of course, Kansas City no longer was its own independent school district. So it then reverted back to the Morgan County Board of Education. So I think all of that was done. I'm pretty sure, because it seems like we paid $5,000 or $6,000.
For all the title work that's done.
I'm pretty sure it is. I can look and see if we still have any of that stuff, but I think we do.
Can you enlighten us any on?
Not, I mean, just what she said, that's
Yeah.
how, and then.
How we come by.
And we switched property between the WPA, this building,
Yeah.
and the O'Neill building. There was so many thousands difference between the two, and so the school tossed in the church, and it was handed over to the park to take care of. And I mean, people have taken everything they can take out of it. All the windows, the flooring, I mean, it just extruded. And it's my understanding that Larissa wants to restore it. I don't know, should we announce that we're thinking of putting it up for a bid? See if there's anyone object to it, or would that be the best way to let people know about it? Or should we just go ahead and say we'll put it up and auction it off?
It might not even sell, you know.
Oh, it will
Change
sell.
hard to sell, but
That
there might not be much interest in it, you know.
Marissa will.
But if it's not, I mean, if it's deteriorating away, which it probably is, you know, I don't see us keeping it and hanging on to it. You know, I think it ought to be disposed of. And if they'll take it and do something with it, then that's what we ought to do with it.
It's Anthony's neighborhood, I'll do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, we can either auction it off or give a, you know, say, announce that we're thinking of taking bids on it or auctioning it off, see if anybody's got. There was a lawyer that I met there about 5 weeks ago, and he says that they own it, that Kinzer Drilling owns, that there was 2 community churches, and we have a deed that is for the other community church. And I said, no, we have a deed for this one. And he said, well, we have one. I said, well, you bring your deed, and I'll bring mine, and we'll compare. But he never showed up, so I don't know if there'll be someone that speak out against it. Would it be best to...
Well, you don't do a general warranty deed.
if we have $5,000-6,000 worth of title search, done, then we should know what we own. I mean, that's a lot of work to be done, to know what you own. So I think that once we get that paperwork, that should shed a lot of light on it. But even if it doesn't, you don't give a general warranty deed. You say, listen, if I own this property, you can buy it for a certain amount of money. If I don't own it, you're just out that money. But I'm telling you, if I own anything, then you can't have that for this amount of money. So while a general warranty deed, on the other hand, is basically you're saying, hey, I'm selling you this. If for some reason it's not there, then you can come after me. That's not the kind of warranty we would give them. But to be honest with you, if we've had that much title search done, work done, then I think we could be pretty confident in what we own over there. So
I'll make a motion and we
Okay.
set up a time.
Anthony's made a motion that we,
I just thought we ought to maybe let the community, have their say, but I'll make a motion that we auction,
I hear a second to that motion.
Second.
All right. Anthony made it, Brandon second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, cool.
Are they gonna start at $1, or are they gonna be a set price to start, or just absolute off?
Absolute auction, let it bring what it'll bring. I mean, I think that's the best way to go about it, and that way nobody can come back on and say you didn't do something.
as long as we give notice, we advertise them now saying, hey, we're gonna sell this, and tell everybody that wants to be there, then an absolute auction would be the most fair way to go.
They claim that bill over worth a lot of money. You ought to advertise that.
Is it still in there?
that's part of the real property, it's attached to it.
Yeah.
So you would have to make a bid on the property itself to get that. You couldn't just say, I'm gonna buy the bid.
Just tell them it's still got the bill in it,
Well, that might be a drawing card to sell it better. Tell them we got an antique bell in there,
Antique bell, yeah.
There's a lot of antique lovers around, I'm sure.
This, or you want to sell what's left, the church on the inside, all at once.
Is there anything in there?
There's a few pews, I'd say,
Are they?
they're in bad shape.
I figured it's all about to fall in, but yeah, we'll sell it as is. Okay, Mr. Khan, you're up. We're glad to have you here with us tonight, Gary, by the way.
Those of you who don't know me, my name's Gary Conn. I'm the attorney for the Morgan County Board of Education, and I've probably held more offices than any of you, but it's good to see you. It really is. I'm here on behalf of the Board of Education. I brought the superintendent with me, Sietra Barnett. The reason I brought her along with me because she knows a whole lot more about this than I do, because she's in the everyday operation of the school district. She's the one that runs the school district. And what I'm here about is, I don't know if you all know that the Board of Education is in the process of buying the building owned by Morehead State University over on the hill. Morehead State University owns a building there and a parking lot, and about half of the entranceway into the parking lot. You all, Fiscal Court, own the property to the left as you go in, and you own the left half of that entrance. So basically, it would be better described to say that the MSU owns the entrance, the right-hand side, and the county owns the exit. That's also the right-hand side when you come right. So we, as part of this process to buy that building, we have to go through certain processes with the Department of Education. They have to approve everything. And one of their gentlemen has written to us and asked us to, here, let me read it to you. So it appears that the exit is on property owned by Morgan County Fiscal Court, Morgan County Public Library. It also appears that the entrance to the library is on property being acquired, which would be MSU property. They want us to provide an agreement between the Board of Education and the Fiscal Court that addresses the joint use of the driveway and ensures the future permanent use by the Board of Education. Well, when I looked at it, that also entails the use of the parking lot. The people who use the library also use that parking lot, as far as I know. I mean, every time I've ever used it, I've used it. And I think over the years that, I don't know if you've ever had a formal agreement of any kind with MSU, but I think it's mutually agreed that everybody can go in and out of that property on that particular entrance. Because by definition, half of it is a county road. The other half, I'm not sure, but I know that half of it is because you own it. You also own the Morgan County Library. And, you know, the people that use the library need to be able to use our half, the entrance, to get into the parking lot so they can use the library. So what I had wanted to ask you is if you would approve an agreement that possibly could be prepared by Mr. Holbrook, myself, or the county judge executive, and in conjunction with the superintendent, to assure that both parties get to use that driveway or the entranceway perpetually, really, because it's to the benefit of both parties, absolutely. What we usually do on those is do it by one-year agreements because, you know, as you know, the law doesn't allow everybody to enter into these 50 or 60-year agreements. We have to use one-year agreements to be renewed each year by the Fiscal Court and Board of Education. Now, in addition to that, I didn't know about this when I talked to you, Stanley, about this, but you all also have an agreement with the Board of Education to use the parking lot, the parking spaces out here to the left of the building. That's owned by the Board of Education, and you've all been using that, and we've got an agreement to that effect. But lo and behold, as we were looking up this thing, I found out that the agreement expired last year, so we need to re-get that, you know, redo that agreement essentially the same as it was. The same as, you know, I think it was dated November 18, 2014, that allows you all to use that parking lot. And in addition, on this end, I believe we own that property too, so we could go ahead and throw that in for the use of the fiscal court, park here alongside the courthouse. There's no money involved in this that I'm aware of, and I believe it's to the best interest of everybody that we go ahead and get something done on this, and that way you will have a formal agreement that really basically complies with the law, because, you know, county roads, the only reason that we would ever close a county road would be for probably an emergency situation, repairs, maintenance, or a disaster. And that would be something we would put in the agreement to make sure that nobody would close either of the off. So basically what the board's saying is, use our parking lot, use our side, if we can get an agreement to make sure that the left side of the road stays open over the library.
I'll make a motion to do whatever needs to be done, let Miles work it out.
Motion made with Angela, second with Anthony, and all in favor? Aye. You all work?
Miles, you want to get together and...
Here's my number, just.
May I add one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
To that, there is a third property agreement that we also need to agree, and that's the use of the Easel Playground for a park.
Okay.
Because we have always had the one out here since the tornado, and then that one was sometime thereafter. And to this one, we'll add this parking on this side, and then we renew that one also. So there's actually 3 property agreements. It would be one for the shared entry exit with the MSU building, and then the parking here, and then the playground property in Easton.
Okay.
So if that would be okay to add that third one in there.
Yeah, I think Beth was looking into that. I spoke with her today. If we want to.
We actually have it ready.
Is it ready? Okay.
Because we have the one that we had. You know, we just need a new one.
Just a new, yeah, right.
Yeah, same terms, basically, just a new agreement. Yeah. Is that okay with you all?
That's fine.
All right, you have our permission to do so, so prepare it.
Just get up
I'll be in
with
touch.
me. Good to see you.
Thank you all. It's good to see you again.
Come back, Gary, anytime. next question is about the days off, transfer station for I guess the November 8th is the presidential election, and November the 11th is Veterans Day. I guess we'll need a motion that we be off those 2 days. Stanley made it. Second. Anthony second. All in favor? Aye.
I guess the whole county will be off, huh?
Well, yeah, everything is shut down.
Yeah, they'll only be open Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday
Yeah,
of that week.
Yeah,
But we need to advertise and let everybody know.
yeah.
We'll take them 4 weeks, celebrate the lake.
Might not be much to celebrate.
All right, next item is the Airback employees. What is that, a renewal of a contract of some sort that we need to address?
We do that annually. You all vote if we want to do it again. It's still $27.50 is the part the county pays, the employee pays the other half. We have approximately 28 employees, and it renews the end of November.
I'll make a motion to do it.
Okay, James made, Brandon second, all in favor? Aye. Okay. One other item that was going to come for us tonight was the opening of the bids for that Bethel Chapel Road. There's been some confusion on it that we're not going to do that tonight. We need to clarify some more of the regulations before we do that again. So we'll be letting that bid again, and as soon as time will allow for it, and get some clarification on the regulations. It wasn't clear in the paper, it just referred to a resolution. It needs to be a little more clear in that. I think for all parties involved, we need to clarify that. But we do appreciate, let's see, King Creek had a bid, but we'll not open the bid because we want to do some more study on that. But we do appreciate your effort in it.
What did they decide? Were we putting steel in or removing the road? What was ever the final
Call Craig
decision?
Linden and see if we can move that road up.
We'll need to get the landowner's consent, which I'm sure we already have.
He's already told me,
But we need to get something in writing on it, before we do that.
Get it in writing.
Yeah, and let our county attorney,
Maybe write something.
so Abel can write us a contract on that.
Get up with me.
And find out how much more, how higher on the hill we need to go.
Okay.
But you watch the papers to see when we're going to do this again. Okay.
Who wants their bid back?
You want to take this back with you? Sorry we're running over here for nothing. Are we going to discuss the lawsuit, Mr. Holbrook?
Yeah, we, I guess need to make a motion to go into private session.
Can I get two approvals first or something?
Yes, ma'am, go right ahead.
I need, these came in late this afternoon. I need approval to pay the printing of the ag grant packets. It's $1,258 that comes from the grant.
Okay,
So moved.
John made it, Anthony seconded, all in favor?
Second approval I need is a payroll claim for the Sheriff's Department in the amount of $11,071.12 for tomorrow.
Your motion for that?
I'll make that motion.
Anthony made it, Stanley seconded, all in favor?
It looks like we could just do that and not have to vote on it.
Well, they're down to $6,000.
They emptied that out, so.
They usually don't get it to us till the day before.
Nendel made it and Stanley seconded, all in favor?
What about discussing, you were talking about hiring somebody to clean the wellness center. Would you want to discuss that under new business?
Yeah, we probably, they need some help down there at the wellness center. And we need to, I guess, advertise for some part-time help to help them clean up down there. And I guess we need to,
If we ever make a decision on Darren's part and cleaning the floors,
they never brought back up anymore, no.
well, he made a presentation.
Yeah, like you said, we was interested, let him know or something, or
Yeah.
he could
At the time
turn
we
paperwork
presented,
in.
we didn't have the
didn't
cash
have the
flow.
money
We
at
didn't
the
have the
time.
ability at that time.
Should he come back and present again?
Well, I think he could. I mean, we just kind of got to see how the litigation stuff's going to play out before I can say what kind of money we're going to have. With getting a part-time employee down there, with what we're paying, Robin's getting a ton of overtime, and we can put 2 part-time employees down there for what we're paying in her overtime plus her retirement match. We can put 2 part-time employees down there for the same that we're paying for her, and it would take the load off of her, and it would be,
She's got a whole pretty good load to carry and all that she's doing down there. We need to get her some help.
and it'll help maintain the building better, even if we just start with 1, and, you know.
Motion.
We don't need a motion that big.
Would it not be better to bring back some of the people that they had laid off?
Well, if they, I don't
If they're
really want to
interested.
do that or not, but talk about it.
What I've budgeted for to do this would be
It's part-time.
20 hours a week at minimum wage, starting out right now.
I feel like it'd be more fair to at least offer to
Yeah.
the ones that played
Give them an
off.
opportunity. They want it.
Before we try to hard someone else, you know.
Well, we can see if they'd be interested in part-time. More than likely they want to go back full-time if they get back on again, you know. We can do that.
I just feel like it'd be more fair out there, especially to, you know, for the employees that got laid off.
Yeah. We can mention to them what we've got in mind and see what they say. All right. Anything else now?
Are you making a motion on that?
No, I mean, we'll talk to them first and then we'll go from there.
So we need a motion to go into closed session?
Yeah. We do need that.
Second.
All in favor? Do I hear a motion if we go back into regular session? Stanley made it, your second?
Second.
Brandon second. All in favor? All right. Do I hear a motion that we agree to this judgment that has been presented before us concerning us and the SR Holding Company?
Yeah, well, it's SR Holdings versus Morgan County. I'm going to go ahead and give this to the county clerk. This is the attachment. It's a agreed judgment by SR Holdings with the Morgan County Fiscal Court. The guts of the agreement is that they sued us for $954,000 in change. We would settle for $500,000 in principal. $100,000 to be paid November 1st, and the remaining $400,000 to be put on a 12% interest, which is standard post-judgment interest. One thing, 2 caveats: we would not be paying any of the pre-judgment interest, which they would normally be entitled to at 8%. We would forego any of that, and also under Section 5 of the attached agreement, Morgan County would reserve the right to make larger principal payments than itemized above, with the remaining principal balance to accrue at 12% per annum. So we could save interest if it was possible that we could pay more on the principal amount every year. And as I said, this will be attached to the motion, I guess.
Do you have a copy of that that you can give to me?
Yeah, we have a copy. I'm sure we can make another one, or I can give you my extra one or something. The motion would have to be in judgments, the attorneys signed, so this would have to be a vote to give me authority to sign and to basically execute this agreed judgment. As I said, the attached agreed judgment and $500,000, $100,000 to be paid November 1st, $400,000 to be paid over a period of 6 more years at a 12% interest rate. And that's almost half of what they sued us for, and it's about 25% of what they originally charged us. So I think that I think it's a good offer, and as I said, we're not going to be paying any prejudgment interest. 4 years at 8% would be hundreds of thousands of dollars that we're basically foregoing. So that's one caveat that we fought hard for.
Okay. Do I hear a motion that we enter into this agreed judgment with this outfit?
I'll make a motion.
Brandon's made the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Anthony seconded. All in favor? Let me know I'm saying aye.
Aye.
I'm going to vote nay.
I'm voting nay.
I'm voting nay.
Motion's dead because you got 3
So, that puts the 3-3 tie, is that correct? Anybody want to look to vote again? Well, I guess it'll die for lack of motion, is that right? Is that the way it works?
Not lack of a motion, they had the motion.
No, I mean, by lack of getting a second.
Yeah, did you get the vote?
So it won't even be noted on the minutes, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, would you need to
Yeah, it'd be on there.
It'll be on there.
record of it as it was presented? I guess we could bring it back up again at a later date. If we change our minds on it. Miles, we thank you for your diligence in this matter.
No problem.
I know it hasn't been easy coming. You conferred with them a whole lot. Connie, you got bills you want to present to us to pay?
Everyone should have a copy of it.
All right. Do I hear a motion that we pay these bills presented by Miss Connie?
I'll make that motion.
Then made it, here a second.
Please.
All in favor? Aye. All right. Anything else?
We didn't have the list of roads we need to turn into Craig Lane. Blacktop.
No, we don't have them together yet. Thank you.
As soon as possible.
That's for the next 17 then.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got to get together.
Now, hold on just a second. Do we need to, is this the contract on the walk park?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had it here.
We had the old one. We had to get the new one.
We had those to go by.
And we're all set with that.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the agreement on the Ezo Walk Park with the Moore County School Board. You know, it's just a yearly thing. We just need to, I guess, approve it, sign off on it, have them sign it, and I guess we need to sign on it. So I'll make a motion. Make a motion to approve this.
Okay. Motion's been made that we approve this contract on the walk park for Ezel School.
I'll second.
Brandon made it and Anthony seconded. Do I hear, everybody in favor say aye? Aye. All in favor likewise.
Walk park? Isn't it?
Yeah.
They said they was gonna put that on that other contract.
They did that other
Yeah,
stuff.
but this one, they didn't know this one'd already been prepared though. Don't think.
Well, it just happened to see.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Now hear a motion we adjourn.
So moved.
All right. Made and seconded. Thank you for your time.
Take care of something.